Welcome children. In the last session we have seen about the criteria and the properties of similar triangles. Now let us do the sums given in the exercise 4.1. Okay. See, in the fourth sum it is given as two triangles are drawn on the same base QR and on the same sides. So two triangles QPR and QSR are right triangles and they are right angled at P and S respectively. They are drawn on the same base and on the same sides. So first you are going to prove that PT into TR is equal to ST into TQ. Before going into the proof, first let us see which triangles are there for getting similarity. See these PT. So PT is the side of QPT triangle, and then TR. TR is one side of TSR triangle. So let us take these two triangles, that is triangle QPT and triangle TSR. So in these two triangles, let us say, are they similar or not? See, angle P and angle S are right angle, that is angle P is equal to angle S, which is equal to 90 degree, which is given. And then see these two angles, that is angle QTP and angle STR. So these two angles are same. Yes, very good. Why? Because they are vertically opposite angles. So these are vertically opposite. So as they are forming X, so the shape of X. So these angles are vertically opposite. Since vertically opposite angles are equal, we can say that these two angles are equal. So in these two triangles QPT and TSR, you can see two pairs of angles are equal respectively. So we can say that using AA criterion, these two triangles are similar. While naming, we have to be careful, like if I name triangle QPT is similar to triangle, we have to see what is in the place of Q. Okay, if you do not know what is in the place of P, which angle is equal to P? S. So in the place of P, right angle S, and T, angle T is equal to T here also, in this triangle also T. So in the place of T, you have to place T. So Q should be replaced with S. So S and T are there, S and T are there. So Q should be replaced with R. So triangle RST. So these two triangles are similar. After naming, it is easier to find out the corresponding sides. So corresponding angles are proportionate. We are going to use that proportion. So QP by RS is equal to PT by ST, PT by ST, which is equal to QT by RT. So QT by RT. So using these three ratios, we can apply whichever we need, we can take. So we can take any two which we need. So in this, to prove, we have PT and TR. So PT and TR are here in these two, that is second and third. So we shall take the second and third ratios. So we can equate and multiply and get the proof. See, PT into RT or TR, TR is equal to QT, QT into ST. So that is our to prove. So we have proved now. So we have to write hence the proof. Can you understand the proof now? Shall we move on to the next one? See the fifth sum. In this, a triangle ABC is there and E and D are points on AB and AC, and ED is joint. So we have two triangles now. Now it is to your duty to find AE and DE now. So what are the measurements given? BC, AD and C are given. So we have drawn the triangle here. Now let us see, ABC is a triangle and one more triangle is a small triangle AED. So let us take those two. In ABC triangle and triangle AED, let us see the criteria for similarity. Is there any criteria? We have to check. See, angles E and C are right angles. So angle E is equal to angle C, which is equal to 90 degree, which is given. Okay. And then is there any common angle? See, the angle A is common for both the triangles. So, angle A is common. Angle A is, yes. So, after looking at this, you can say that AA criteria works out. Yes, very good. So, according to AA criteria, we can say that these two triangles are similar. So, while naming, you have to say first triangle can be taken randomly. ABC is similar to triangle. So, A is common. So, we have to start with the same letter A. C is equal to E. So, C should be replaced with E here. In the place of C, we have to write E. So, the other vertex is D. So, ADE. So, these two triangles are similar. Afterwards, we have to say the corresponding sides are in the same ratio. So, AB by AD is equal to BC by DE, which is equal to AC by AE. Very good, AE. Okay. Then we can apply whichever measurements are given, we have to apply in the ratio. So, what is AB? First, we do not know AB, but we know AD. AD is 3. So, AB by 3, which is equal to, what is BC? BC is 12 by DE. DE is to be found. Okay. AC, what is AC? In the place of AC, we have to add these two. So, 3 plus 2 is 5. So, AC is 5 and what is AE? That is to be found. Let us name DE as X and AE as Y. And then AB, can you look at AB? Yes, you can say that AB can be found using Pythagoras theorem. Yes. So, BC is 12 and AC is 5. So, we are going to find AB. So, you know the Pythagoras theorem for this triangle. Let me write it. AB square is equal to BC square plus AC square. So, AC is 5. So, 5 square plus BC is 12. So, 12 square. AC is 5 and BC is 12. So, adding those two squares, you get 169, which is 13 square. So, AB square is 13 square, which means AB is, very good, 13. AB is 13 centimeter. So, in the place of AB, we are going to replace that 13 centimeter. So, 13 by 3 is equal to 12 by DE is named as X and 5 by AE is named as Y. So, first and third can be used to get Y. So, X is equal to, X is taken here, 12 into, this should be reciprocal, that is 3 by 13. So, 36 by 13 is our DE. Okay, measurement of DE is 36 by 13. And then equating first and third, we have Y is equal to, Y is taken here and this goes here as 5 into 3 by 13. So, 15 by 13 centimeter is the value of Y, which is our AE. Can you understand, children? So, using the properties, we can find out the unknown values. See, in the sixth question, it is given that these two triangles are similar. That is triangle ACB. ACB is similar to triangle APQ. Okay? And then some measurements are given. BC, AB, AP and PQ are given. We are going to find AC and AQ. Okay? Using the similarity properties, we have to find. Because triangles are similar, it is given. So, no need to check the criteria. Now, let us directly go to the properties of similar triangles. The first and foremost property we are going to use is corresponding sides are proportional. See, corresponding sides, you have to take the corresponding sides as AC and AP. So, the ratio of AC and AP is equal to CB by PQ, which is equal to AB by AQ. And then we have to apply the measurements given. So, AC is given as, so it is taken as X. What is AP? AP is 2.8. CB, CB and BC are one and the same, that is 8 by PQ, PQ is 4, that is equal to AB. AB is 6.5 by AQ. So, AQ is to be found, that is y. First equating these two, we get the value of x, and equating these two, we get the value of y. So, first let us equate the first two ratios. X by 2.8 is equal to 8 divided by 4 is 2. So, x is equal to 2 into 2.8, which is 5.6 centimeter. So, x here is AC. So, AC is 5.6 centimeter, and then taking these two, let us have 6.5 by y is equal to 8 divided by 4, which is 2. So, y should be found. So, y is equal to 6.5 divided by 2. So, while dividing, we get y is equal to 3.25 centimeter. So, this is the value of AQ. Okay, shall we move on to the next one? See the next sum. There is a triangle and a square is inscribed in it. Okay, inscribed means all the 4 vertices lie on the triangle's sides. Okay, so a square OPRQ is a square inside the triangle LMN. Okay, so L is 90 degree. Since it is a square, we can say that these angles are also 90 degrees. Okay, so first we have to prove that triangle LOP and triangle QMO are similar. So, to prove that they are similar, we have to look for the criteria. So, in triangle LOP, angle L is equal to, in triangle QMO, angle Q are equal, because angle Q is 90 degree. So, which is equal to 90 degrees. Okay. See this angle, that is LOP, angle LOP, and this angle OMQ. See, look at these two angles, angle OMQ are equal. Why? Because they are corresponding angles. That is, if OP and QR are considered to be parallel lines. Yes, because it is a square. So, opposite sides are parallel. So, OP and QR are parallel and OQ is a transversal. So, which means this angle and this angle are corresponding angles. That is, LOP and OMQ are corresponding angles. So, they are equal. So, corresponding angles. See, using AA criteria, we can say that the triangles are similar. So, while writing, so AA criterion should be written. So, using AA criteria, we can say that, so LOP, triangle LOP, and in the place of L, we have to place Q, and in the place of O, we have to write M. So, QM, and then next one is O. So, triangle QMO are similar. We know the symbol. So, we have to write it, they are similar. Similarly, we can go to the second one, which says that triangle LOP and RNP are similar. So, we have to prove that LOP and RMP are similar. So, using the same things, that is L is 90 degrees and R is also 90. So, angle L is equal to angle R, which is equal to 90. In the same way, we can say that angle P here and angle N here are equal because they are corresponding. Yes, very good. So, corresponding angles are equal. So, angle P in this triangle and angle N in this triangle are equal because they are corresponding angles. So, using the same criterion, AA criterion, we can say that the triangles are similar. So, which triangles? Triangle LOP and triangle, in the place of L you have to place R and P should be replaced with N. So, RPN is our next triangle. So, we have proved that triangle LOP is similar to QMO and RPN in these two. So, LOP is the one which is similar to both the triangles. So, we have learnt in the properties that if one triangle is similar to two or more triangles, then those triangles are similar to each other internally. That is, first triangle is similar to second triangle, first triangle is similar to third triangle. So, let us say that second triangle and third triangle are similar. So, we can go by the property and say that since LOP is similar to QMO and RPN, we can say that triangle RPN and triangle QMO are similar using which I have said, that is the property first and second, first and third are similar. So, second and third are similar. So, we have proved that. So, from that we are going to use this part to prove the fourth one. Fourth one is QR square is equal to MQ into RN. So, see in this triangle we can say corresponding sides are yes proportional. So, RP by QM is equal to PN by MO, okay, and also one more thing RN by QO. RP, see what are the sides of the square? So, name the sides of the square OP. Let us name the sides as x. So, all sides are equal in a square. So, if you name the sides as x and replace the sides with x here, so RP is the side of the square. So, let us name x by QM. QM is not the side. So, write it as QM, and PN. PN is not the side of the square. So, write PN, and MO. MO is not the side. So, write MO, and then what is RN? RN is not the side of the square. So, take it as RN, but QO is the side of the square and take it as x. Equating these two, we can arrive at, see, x square is equal to RN into QM or MQ. Okay, let me write it as MQ. So, we can replace x using any side of the square, but here we need QR. So, check whether QR is the side of the square. Yes. So, let us replace it with QR. So, QR square is equal to RN into MQ is to be proved. So, we have proved that. Can you understand, children? See, we have a property which says that the ratio of the areas of two similar triangles is equal to the square of the ratio of the sides of the triangles. So, let us use that property here. See, it is given that the triangles ABC and triangle DEF are similar. So, the area of those two triangles are given. They have given the one of the sides of one triangle ABC. Using that, we have to find EF. So, before going into that, we have to see these two are similar. The ratio of the corresponding sides is to be written. So, we can say that AB by DE, which is equal to BC by EF, which is equal to AC by DF, AC by DF. So, which measurement is given? BC is given. So, let us take BC by EF to be the ratio of the sides. So, we can write that area of triangle ABC by area of triangle DEF is nothing but the square of the ratio of the sides. So, BC by EF the whole square, and here it is given that the area of ABC is 9 centimeter square and the area of DEF is given as 16 centimeter square. So, using BC here, BC as 2.1, so we can write 2.1 by EC, the whole square is equal to 9 by 16. Taking square root both sides, we will have 2.1 by EC is equal to square root of 9 is 3 and square root of 16 is 4. So, we can find EC here. So, EC is equal to, if you take EC here and take 3 by 4 this side, it will come as the reciprocal. So, 2.1 into 4 by 3. So, cancelling we get 0.7, 0.7 into 4 is 2.8. So, EC is 2.8 centimeter. Okay. Let us go to the next sum, that is in the ninth sum we have to find the value of y. So, here two poles are there, that is PA and RC are two poles, and here AC is the distance between the poles, and there is a pole y, that is pole of height y, that is BQ. We are going to find the height of that pole BQ. Okay. So, which is given as y. See, this QB or BQ lies in triangles AQB and triangles BQC. So, we have to take triangle AQC and this triangle which is similar to that. So, first let us take AQB and ARC and then triangle QBC and PAC. Okay. Let us compare these two first from towards the right side. So, PAC. So, here in PAC A is 90 degrees and in QBC B is 90 degrees. So, these two are equal and C angle is common to both the triangles. So, angle C is common. Yes. So, you have found the criterion, that is AA criterion. So, according to AA criterion, using AA criteria we can say that these two triangles are similar. Let me write from the smaller triangle to the larger triangle. So, triangle QBC is similar to triangle. So, B is equal to A. So, in the place of B we can place A and in the place of C we can place C and Q should be replaced with P. So, triangle PAC. So, we will have to use the property now. So, QB by PA is equal to BC by AC which is equal to QC by PC. See QB, what is QB? Y. So, replace it with Y. What is PA? PA is yes 6, it is given. What is BC? BC we do not know, AC also we do not know, but BC and AC are common to that pair also. See this, in this triangle also those two will come. So, let us use that part here. So, let us name this as 1, equation 1. Let us move to the next one. See RAC, RAC is the next triangle and which is to be similar to ABQ. Let us check whether they are similar. So, in triangle RAC, C angle C is 90 degrees and here B is 90 degrees which is equal to 90. And then which angle is common? A is common, very good. So, RAC and QBA have A as common. So, angle A is common. So, using these two we can say that AA criterion. So, the same criterion is to be used here. Using AA criterion we can say these two triangles are similar. Which two triangles? Let us move from the smaller to larger triangle. The smaller triangle here is QBA which is similar to, in the place of B we have to place C and in the place of A we have to place A and in the place of Q we should place R. So, RCA, QBA, QBA and RCA are similar. So, QB by RC is equal to BA by CA, BA by CA which is equal to QA by RA. What is QB? Yes, it is our Y. By what is RC? 3, yes, which is equal to, what is BA? BA and AB are one and the same. Let me write it as AB by CA can be written as AC. Let us take these two because we do not need those sides, that is the third ratio. So, let us name this as equation 2. Look at the first and the second equation. So, Y is present in both the equations. What happens to the right side of the equations? See, denominators are same here. So, numerators, look at the numerators BC and AB. BC is here and AB is here, which are the parts of AC. Yes. So, if you add AB with BC we get AC. So, why can't we add these two equations? Yes. Now, we are going to add 1 and 2. Left side of 1 and left side of 2 are to be added first. So, y by 6 plus y by 3 is equal to, right side of the first equation is BC by AC and the second equation is AB by AC. Since the denominators are equal, we can add the numerators like BC plus AB by AC. BC plus AB becomes AC. So, instead we can write AC by AC. So, here 6 is the LCM for the left side. So, 6 can be taken as the denominator and here multiply by 2 and we get 2y. So, 2y plus y by 6 is equal to AC by AC. What is AC by AC? Yes, 1. So, y plus 2y becomes 3y. So, 3y by 6 is equal to 1 and equating we get y is equal to 6 by 3 which is 2. So, y is to be found now, y is equal to 2 meters. So, that is our answer. Shall we move on to the next sum? See in this, look at the sum. In the sum, that is example 4.4, it is given that from the lamp post of height 3.6 meter, a boy walks away with the speed of 1.2 meter per second. After 4 seconds, he stands there and his shadow is cast. Find the length of the shadow. Okay. So, from the lamp post of height 3.6 meter. So, as this is in centimeter, we can change it into centimeter. 3.6 into 100, that is 360 centimeter. So, it is 90 centimeter and the distance covered should be found, that is BD should be found. You know very well that speed is equal to distance by time. We know that speed is equal to distance by time. So, to find the distance D, we have to multiply the time with speed. So, what is the time taken? 4 seconds. Yes, speed is 1.2 meter per second. So, 1.2 into 4 is 4.8 meter is the distance covered by the boy after 4 seconds. That is the distance BD. Here this is 4.8 meter. We have to find the shadow which is DE and it is named as X. So, find the value of X. See, first we are going to take the triangles ABE and one more triangle CDE. Let us say check whether they are similar. See, in this B is 90 and D is also 90. So, the angle B and angle D are equal and angle E is common. So, with that we can say that by AA criterion we will say that the triangles are similar. While naming, you know how to name the triangles. ABE and CDE are similar. So, using the property of similarity, we can say that the angles are proportional. So, ratio of the angles are to be equated. So, AB by CD is equal to BE by DE, which is equal to AE by CE. So, using the measurements given, AB is given as 360 centimeter and CD is 90 centimeter. So, both the units should be same in one ratio. So, 360 by 90 and here 4.8 see BE. So, BE is BD plus DE. What is BD? Yes, 4.8 meter. So, BD plus DE is 4.8 plus X and divided by DE which is X. So, multiplying we get, simplifying we get 4 is equal to 4.8 plus X by X and 4X is equal to 4.8 plus X and we get 3X is equal to 4.8 meter. So, because 4.8 is given taken as meter. So, X should be 4.8 by 3 which is 1.6 meter. So, can you understand these sums based on the properties? Try the other sums which are given in your textbook as illustration and try to use the properties wherever we have to use. Thank you, children.